Hey guys, good morning. Out here getting ready to get started today. Mandy and I got a lot knocked out yesterday, but today we're going to hit it again, so see how much we can get done today. Alright, well, we're going to get this started today. I got to run back and go to Tractor Supply this morning, get some more feed for the meat chickens, but we'll get that changed out and then we'll get back on track. Alright guys, I'm going to get up here and have to do a little mowing today. Hopefully if the rain stays away, but not really sure if that's going to happen. Sun's out, the sun's gone, sun's out, sun's gone. How you guys doing this morning? See, everybody's eating. How's everybody doing? Alright. Looking good. We're going to move again here shortly. Hang on, we'll get your waters cleaned out. Of course, I got a leak over here at my water. I got it tapped off my sprinklers here for the raised bed system. Let's hope it's an easy fix. Well, it's not looking good here. Hang on. Alright, got that worked out. This connection here is just a little bit loose. But I need to get another new grommet that goes in there. Those grommets, they don't last but maybe half a season, one season, depending on how often you're using them all the time. We got so many water needs here on the farm. I'm actually hoping maybe fall. I'm not really sure. Hopefully sometime this season. I want to get some water lines and some pumps installed out here. It's such a hassle to like leave hoses on, have couplers that go bad all the time. I'd rather just have a pump in place. If I'm not using it, it drains back down. I ain't got to worry about it freezing. I got to worry about nothing cracking. That is as long as you take the hose off so nothing freezes. But really want to get those water lines installed this year, and if we get the water lines ran, we're going to run some electric up here as well, so let's hope we get that done. Get back to getting this water for these chickens. Alright guys, here it comes. Here it comes. Nice. You guys already ate and are full, huh? Nobody's moving? Alright. Everybody stay hydrated. I'll check on you in a little bit. We're going to take the big move today. If Mandy hadn't told you guys, with this chicken tractor we built, these chicks will get moved once a day until their last bad day. That one bad day. They're living great right now, and they get fresh grass every day. We just take the chicken tractor, we just pull it forward one full length, they got fresh grass. We just keep moving it on down the line. But they seem happy. We're still battling our layers. I got in here and planted my onions. They're starting to come up there, you can see them. But unfortunately, the chickens are getting in here and they're digging around. They're pulling my onions out of the ground. I guess I could say maybe it's a couple of the wild birds that are flying around too looking for stuff, but I'm gonna blame it on those egg layers because they like it in here. They like to get in here and scratch around and dig, and everything else looks like somebody's getting ready to get a big wing clipping party. We're gonna have to throw that real shortly. What are you doing back here? No, you ain't supposed to be in there. Alright guys, so you see me before a few videos back. It started on this this pig area. We're going to try to get some meat pigs. Not sure if that's going to come to fruition this year. But we do need to still move Clover and Bullet out of the our greenhouse location. That's actually where they're at right now. Because this area right here, where these railroad ties are laid out, was my form for where the greenhouse is going to go. This would be the front end of it, and it would go long ways towards the back, towards the fence, towards Mr. Bullet there. But I got to get that other thing set up first. I've been having a problem getting the pallets I need to finish that one up, but I'm going to see if I can add a few more to it today. What's going on in there, ladies? Guys, just catching some shade this morning. Alright, come on out, smell the flowers, if they ain't been killed by the frost. Well, like I said, I got a few more pallets collected, so try to get some more of this wall going on over here. Let's get started. I'll come back to it later. It's really starting to rain, so we'll have to check back on this a little bit. Well, you probably can't really tell, but we've made a small dent in this mulch pad, but man, there's still a lot more to do. We've got plenty more beds to mulch around. I'm gonna put a bunch of mulch down the aisles of my beds here, back in here, and hopefully we can get rid of some of this. You never really know how much it is until they dump it. Well guys, that pig pen is definitely going to be a work in progress. I'm trying to get it done as soon as I can. Pigs really need some more space too. We expanded Clover's little area just a little bit to give her some more space, but as soon as I can find the rest of those pallets, we're going to throw that thing together and get it finished and wrapped up. So we're steady working on it, but all these wood chips that we got dumped off, we made a big dent in the side of this thing. We've been working hard the rest of today, filling the garden beds and getting the rows all filled in. Hopefully we're over our last frost. We've got our carrots are growing good. Got some real spotty spinach. My lettuce wouldn't take off. I shouldn't have direct seeded some of that anyway. Although I do have some started, so courtesy of Mandy, she got hers going. Mine wouldn't go. I can't really call myself a Farmer Bob if I can't grow some lettuce. I gotta work on that. Don't judge me. But let's go see what these garden beds look like. Well, here in Tennessee we've had like 3 crazy out of nowhere frosts, so you always think it's over, you get stuff ready. You may or may not have put some things in the ground, and there comes another frost. May or may have lost a couple things. The last frost we were prepared, got everything covered up, everything we had in the ground we saved, so yay for that. But hopefully it's over, because I really don't like covering that many plants. But here's the beds. Alright, our first 2 rows. Down this row here we have our carrots. They're coming in pretty good, if you can see those. A little spotty, but you know, water them again and they'll come up a little bit more. They're filling in pretty well actually. On this side I've seeded radishes twice. One time we got the frost, it didn't make it. Second time it poured like crazy and washed a lot of my seeds out. But now I've got like maybe a half a bed of radishes. I'll probably throw another set in here. Up towards the top, I split my garden beds. The first half was the radishes. This back section I've got my spotty spinach. We'll call it the spotty spinach. But some of those are filling in too. I just don't know whether or not to just go ahead and crop them out or just let them go. But I've tasted a few. They sure taste good when they're small. With the rest of the beds, we got them all flamed today. We got all the mulch in the aisles. Like I say, all of our beds are 30 inches wide. My garden rows are just a little bit wider than I always want them to be today, but everything fluctuates throughout the year as it rains and as the crops fill in, and some of the compost may wash into the aisle. So we're gonna get some more stuff seeded out here. I'll tell you what, one thing that's been able to withstand all this weather and the wind and everything else, crazy storms, is that windmill. I put it together, that sucker's been humming, but really enjoying it. It's not a monster. It's 8 feet tall, but I like it. What's going on, ladies? Everybody's just relaxing. All right. Okay, so how many of you guys have issues with trying to keep them chickens out of the garden? We've got multi-layered fences right now. We've clipped, I would say, 90% of them's wings. It must be the other 10 that keep getting in. But we've got netting. We've got a secondary netting. We've got the chicken fence they've got to get over. And on my door here, we bought a flag. We got a little windmill thing going on here. We call him Freddy the Frog. He's got a little windmill thing going on. Anything to deter him from climbing up here, but I'm not doing a very good job. Anybody got any extra tips? Let me know. Yep, the old meat chickens. They've been doing great. We've been moving them. We started out moving them once a day. As they're getting larger, their manure load gets a little bit larger as well as they're getting older. So we've been moving them twice a day, keeping good fresh grass, getting their feed a couple times a day. We're restricting in the evening so that they're not eating at night, just kind of overgorging themselves, and staying with that fresh water. Well guys, I couldn't seed my flowers and get them to grow fast enough, so I had to swing by the nursery and grab Mandy some hanging flowers so that these trying times I can keep her spirits up. So she likes them. Okay, how many of you guys are growing beans this year? If you are, what kind are you guys growing? We got, I can't tell you all the type we got going. I know Mandy went through once and described to you guys what she had started out, but they seem to be doing good. They were one of the things we had covered up, and they're doing good here on our new trellis. Let's look at those. I feel like everything's running so far behind, but seeing so many other people that are so much further along. But our snap peas are getting going. We got our beans coming up, all them beans. See all them pesky helicopters? I get down in the garden, I'm gonna have to get all them picked out. We'll be having all kinds of small trees growing in here shortly. But we got a few of our tomato plants that are doing really good. I've been pruning those, getting all the suckers out of those. We've got some first fruits on that first plant there, so all three of them are blooming. So we're excited about some tomatoes. But she got her a few more hanging plants out here, some daisies and some pretty purple flowers. But yeah, the beans are coming up. They're looking great. That one, looks like frost got that one leaf, but for the most part, the rest of them are doing pretty good. Awesome. We also got some peonies coming up. We had them come up out of the ground last year, but we didn't get any buds on them. They didn't seem to flower, but looks like these ones are about ready to go. Also, I figured out the one thing that I guess I can start from seed, and that's these bunching onions. They turned out pretty good. About time to get those in the ground. We got those beds prepped.
Alright guys, well it seems like it's been forever since it took spring to get here with all the frost and stuff. Hopefully we just saw our last one here in Tennessee, so we're ready to move full steam ahead and get this thing going. Appreciate you guys following us. If you guys enjoy our content and know other people that might be interested in some of the things that we do, please feel free to share. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like button, and if you hit that little bell on the side, you can keep up with all of our current videos and keep up with everything we're doing. Appreciate you guys following. We're also on Instagram, so take a look at us over there. Thank you. Have a good day.